What's going on, guys? So today we're going to do another showcase video. The card I built a deck around is Vega. It's been out for a little bit, but not super long. Ever since I saw this card, though, I've been wanting to do a deck around it, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So we're going to call this the Unruly Vega deck, because we do have somewhat of an unruly ruler shell. And we can even say somewhat of a bobbit worm theme as well. So let's take a look. So the card I am showcasing is this card, Vega. It's a space card, and it says, when played, if your deck has 8 or more history cards, your science cards, wherever they are, gain +8 until played, and vice versa. So not a huge buff, but, you know, for Epic, I figured let's give it a try, see what we think. And it does give us a cool mishmash of history and science, which we don't see very often. So I think that's kind of neat. So it'd be neat to see this get a little more support in the future. Now, the only downside of this card is it is 65 base power, so it does go against our bobbit worm a little bit. So I only have 2 cards in the deck that do that. So Vega is one of them, and then this card right here, Andronicos? I don't know, something like that. But anyway, this card as well, with the base 50 power, also is going to get hit by a bobbit worm. But again, because we have somewhat of an Unruly Rulers deck, a little bit of a shell, we wanted this card anyway. And it says, when played, your cards in hand gain +21 for 9 turns. And then when drawn, if it's after round 3, your cards, wherever they are, lose 10 permanently. Okay, so nice little buff there we're going to get from it. And let's check out the rest of the deck. So we mentioned Unruly Rulers, and we mentioned we needed a lot of history and science cards. So we have Joanna of Castile. She says, when returned, if you're winning the round, gain +13 permanently. So nice little permanent buff there. We have Charlemagne, who's going to buff all of our cards +6 permanently. That's if we have 3 or more rulers, which we do. We've also included, as far as rulers go, Richard of England. And this is one of the reasons I wanted to have I can't even say that guy, Andronicus in the deck as well, because we're going to get more buffs on our Unruly Rulers that are going to get +16 until played. So a nice little buff there. But he says, when drawn, a random card in your hand loses 25 permanently, and then 2 of your opponent's cards in hand lose 25 permanently. And then again, we're going to get 16 until played on all of our rulers, which is decent. We only have, I think we have 4 or 5. Yeah, just 4. I think previous build I had 5. I ended up taking 1 out. Other cards in the deck, as far as history goes, we have Magna Carta. We do have a good amount of epic and rare cards, so this is pretty much going to be our energy, I wouldn't say regen, but just discount to allow us to play a lot of these cards. So you see I got 3, 6, 8 cards that are going to be hit by Magna Carta, making them cheaper. So that's a pretty significant discount. So we're not going to have a lot of energy troubles. And then we have some cheap cards as well. It costs 2. Charlemagne costs 3. So we got some cheap cards in this deck. So not a big issue. Rat King, just a solid buff card. It's going to give everything +13 in your hand permanently, and then it itself is going to lose 13. Shinigami, just a nice card that's going to ding our opponent's card pretty much to 0. What other history did we include? We've got Testudo Formation for that little extra kick we want. So when returned, your cards, wherever they are, gain +48 and cost +3. And again, the cost isn't going to hurt us too bad. This deck is fairly cheap, so works pretty well. Let's see. We as far as science cards go, we have Leonardo da Vinci. Just a nice buff on our science cards, 26. We've got Hippocrates. There's some instances where I feel like I'm losing early rounds, so it's nice to just drop this card and ensure going into the next start of the following round that we're going to get a nice +140. Just give us that nice jump on the next round. So I kind of like that strategy. It's been working in this deck too. This deck's actually performed really well for me. I'm trying to think if I've even lost with it yet. I might have lost 1 game with it. I think it was a taxing deck. It taxed me really hard, and I just was struggling to play cards. But aside from that, this deck's been pretty solid. I've been Been beating several Planet X decks. Played a Robin Hood deck. I beat a couple other decks, too, that were fairly decent, and I performed really well. So hopefully I can get some more wins with it and not just be talking, smack right now, and then we get our butts handed to us, but we'll see. Antihistamine is just going to give us a nice plus 12 buff until played on our cards. We've got the Chrono Photographic Gun. Card opposite's going to lose 100 this turn, so just a nice Shinigami type effect. What else? We've got the Set of All Sets. Just going to basically, you guys know I love at least having one card in my hand that's just going to sit all game and just do stuff. So this one specifically is just going to buff other cards plus 7 and then buff itself plus 7. So, and that's permanent, which is really nice. So really good card, I feel like. We've got Door to Hell, just a nice little buffer as well. I'm going to give all our cards plus 50. We've got Looking Glass Rock, just another, I threw this in primarily for Magna Carta, just wanted another card that was going to be an epic card. It does gain plus 70 on the turn, so it is nice. Certain turns, like we might play, here's a sequence, we might see like Hippocrates on the last turn of a round, and then we go into the new round with already a head start. We can play Looking Glass, maybe Joan of Castile, and then we're going to be winning the round most likely, and we're going to get the buff. We're going to get that plus 13, and then it doesn't lose the 10. So if we lose the turn, so it gives us a little jump. So it's pretty nice. I've been liking it in this deck. Kind of a neat little add-in. And then finally we've got Mycoplasma, which obviously the card opposite's minus 50 permanently and costs minus 2 permanently. So nice little dinging something of the opponents. So a little bit of that theme in this deck as well. Dinging the opponent. And all right, let's go check this deck out, see what you guys think. I think it's been playing fairly well for me. Hopefully I can do it more justice. See if any of you guys are online. Let's see here. We've got... Let's try King. Let's see if he wants to play one with us. I don't think I've played him before. King Vegeta. Give him till 15. And we'll try one of those other guys down there. All right, let's jump down. We've got ASD. I wonder if he's on. See if he wants to try us out. ASDFGHJKJ. And he does not. And finally, we've got Odom Ed. We tried playing him the other night. He didn't want to play with us. Oh, and he just went offline. Let me check one last time. Nobody else came on. And I guess we'll go into a random here. Yep, I guess we're going to go to a random game. So let's see what we can do. Was hoping to break top 100, but just been too busy this past couple days, and I haven't been able to climb any higher, really, as far as shields go. So I checked today, and I think it was like I needed like 40 to be able to be in the top 100. So I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to dedicate all Sunday trying to do that. And I went and played golf today anyways, so took up most of my day. But did pretty good. I think I hit 100 actually in golf, so for me, I don't play a lot, so it was pretty decent, I felt like, for not playing a lot. My buddy smoked me, though. He hit 90, so I had some nice shots, though, so I was happy. All right, so here we go. On the rip, we've got Testudo, so we can get him down. Start getting that nice plus 48 on our cards. So I'm going to hold our cheaper cards for that reason. So let's hold the Magna Carta and the Rat King, so we'll be able to play some cards next turn. Ooh, big swing right out the gate. Oh my goodness. What the heck deck is that? Smacking me for 500 on turn 1. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Might struggle here. We'll see. Looks like a pure paleontology type build. He's got a science card in there, though. All right, so let's get these cheap cards down now. Maybe we can catch up here. Did get a nice little Door to Hell. Actually, I'm going to do it like this. 500 on turn 2. And what? Coming back at you. He's still answering back pretty good, though. We caught up a little bit. Not much. If I draw Hippocrates, this might be the turn to play it. Of course. No dice. No dice for me. All right. Let's get Bobbit Worm down. I don't think we're going to win, so let's just chuck Rat King. Get it back cycling, and we can hold on to the better cards here. Into, it was a paleontology arena. That's why he hit me so hard. I was wondering, like, what the heck did I get hit so hard for right out the rip? That makes more sense. Didn't catch that. So we should be better now going forward. He shouldn't be hitting us that insane. All right, there's our Vega. And we got our Charlemagne back. So let's see. Let's do Vega. I think I'm going to drop Leonardo and the gun as well. Yeah, there we go. Now he's more realistic here. But see, I dropped 500 on turn 2 without the craziness he's got. No arena buffs. So, not too shabby. All right, there's our Hippocrates. Where were you last round? You always draw it when you don't need it. All right, so he played 3 cards. So let's just do it like this. There we go. We got some good hits off there. Killed that cat. I'll take that. He caught us a little bit, but that's okay. Still looking good. Up 37. Let's draw some good cards here. Okay, there we go. It's a good buff on our Richard there. $300. I'm hoping this is enough because I want that Joan of Castile buff. Dang. Not enough. Should have went Hippocrates. I really thought about it, too. I was like, he's probably going to get me, but we'll try it. And I'm struggling against this guy a little bit here. He's putting down some power. All right, let's see if we can stage a comeback. Hippocrates looking kind of rough now. Maybe we play it next turn. Once the Testudo hits it. Yeah, it seems good. Yeah, I think that round 1, him having his arena really hurt us. We probably should have won round 1, if not for that. All right, I'm definitely getting my Bobbit Worm back in there. Do we do this Hippocrates? Yeah, let's do it now, and then we'll have the buff for next turn for Looking Glass. Better chance of winning the round, or at least winning the turn, so I don't get that negative 10. Good turn for him. 400 again. Deck is hitting hard. All right, debuff him a little bit, please. Thank you. All right, so we're really about even since I just got that 140 now. So it's really up by 10. All right, so we got our Looking Glass. Let's get it down. We got Leonardo here. And let's do Vega. I want to get that buff. So it's a good turn. That should be enough. All right, on to round 4. Maybe we can stage a comeback as this deck gets bigger and bigger here. Set of all sets giving everything buffs. Charlemagne's buffing stuff. So we're not looking terrible. We took out one of his cards there, so not too bad. Gets a lot of little buffs, I noticed, on everything. All these little buffs. Helps him a lot. All right, down a little bit. We're going to get Shinigami down now. Want to wipe out something. I'm hoping I can win this turn with Joan. So I'm going to wipe out one of his cards. So it's going to be... He's probably going to have close to what I got. We'll see. Oh, I chose poorly, too. Okay, we might win this. Oh, but I got to be winning the round for Joan, don't you? Yeah, I kind of screwed that up. Forgot about that. So we didn't get that, but we did catch up a little bit. So we're not too far back. There's our door to hell, so that's good. Let's get our buff. We've also got Andronicus, so... Gonna get a buff off of him. Holding set, it is risky. I almost wonder if I should play it. But we're going to go for it because I want to have it for the last round. And hope this is enough. Oh, it might not be. Might have made yeah, I think I made a mistake. Probably should have played it. Yep. Dang. We would have won too if we'd have played set. And we would have at least gotten to round 5, but oh well. Unfortunate. His deck came out hitting hard there. We'll go for another one, see if we can win the next one. I think that might be my first real loss. I don't really count the taxing. That deck's kind of BS anyway. Oh, there's Animator. Let's see if he wants to play one. He mentioned playing me the other day, so... in one of his comments on my channel, so maybe. Come on, Animator. I know you want to play. There he is. Test out our new deck, see how he does. Curious what he brings to the table here. Anything but taxing will be fine. I just didn't add anything in this deck to prevent that. There's our Vega. Let's ding something of his now. Start hitting him hard. And let's get our Magna Carta back going. Okay, so he's going to be a Prominence Painter's deck, it looks like. He's probably got that new card. I'm blanking on the name, but... All right, there's our Shinny. There it is. Edward Munch is the card I was thinking of. Right there. Buffing everything up for him. All right, we're holding the lead, barely. There's our Bobbit Worm. So he needs 290, almost 3. He needs 300, really. Okay, let's see. It's doable. Yeah, it looks like he got it. see if we can knock him down a little bit here. Hopefully Bobbit Worm did something. All right, let's get Looking Glass down now. I think good time for it. There we go. Always want to try to win with that one. I don't want to hit that -10 permanent. It can be a little risky. So we're up 350, so it looks good for Joanna of Castile now. And yeah, let's do Rat King. I might even play, if we can keep the lead, I might play Hippocrates next turn. And really set myself up for round 3 here. See what we look like here. Yeah, we got a pretty good lead. It might be worth it. I'm going to lose 80 this next turn. But we're really going to set ourselves up for a good jump on the next turn, or next round. So I think we do it. So, yeah, 51. This is risky, but we are digging in with Mycoplasma here. So, he's going to need a lot. Okay, so we got it. He made it close, though. I was sweating a little bit there. But I think it was worth the risk. So now we're going to set ourselves up pretty much, I think, a guaranteed win in round 3. You never know, though. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. All right, let's get our Testudo down. Charlemagne. We're going to keep our other cheap card here, Magna Carta, for the buff on Testudo. And there we go, antihistamines. So nice 400. He got a pretty good turn here as well. This is 430. Nice. Look at all these buffs. All right. Let's get that buff on Testudo going. So you see, we're not having a lot of energy trouble. Like, I got 37 right now. So energy seems fine. Let's get Magna back. I think it's got to be the Magna Carta. It's really discounting me, really helping us out. We chose pretty good on Shinny there. Just glad we didn't hit that Ace of Wands. You're staying up with me though, Animator. Your deck's doing pretty good. Making me sweat a little bit. Probably didn't need to play all that, but I was like, it's not really worth risk losing for no reason. I was thinking about really just playing Andronicus by himself, and then everything else is keeping his buff in my hand, but I didn't want to risk it. I'm hoping I can win this turn and get this Joanna buff. Yeah, let's do it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe not. Ah, dang it. Dang, and then my Looking Glass hurts me too, so that was unfortunate there. Of course, the turn I play it, he has a crazy turn. All right, let's get our Vega down. I want to get that buff. All right, he's hitting hard now. Should be drawing Hippocrates, I think. I think it's coming up right now on this next draw, so that would be nice. I can just concede this round. There it is. So let's just check our lowest cards here. And then play Hippocrates. Give myself a nice chance on this last round. Yeah, I think that looks good. Yeah, it's going to give us a good shot to win this. Just let him have this round. All right, now we're getting that nice plus 140 now. We got set of all set still we're going to play on this probably last round or last turn of the game. Ugh, can't speak. All right, let's get Bobbit down, and we're going to play antihistamine here. Set ourselves up. Might even beat us there. Yeah, he did. Beat us by 3. Even with our plus 140. That's okay. We played our cards that are pretty much setting up the rest of this round. So, Testudo and Bobbit. We don't want to play Shinigami because it's not going to do anything. Actually, I might just play Set now. But since we got Leonardo, we're going to get the buff. Yeah, let's do that. I thought that might scare him a little bit. All right, here we go. Last turn of the game. Let's just go put our max down. Let's give him a good game. Good game, Animator. That was a fun one. I liked your deck. That was a pretty cool Prominent Painters deck. I might have to try that one out and do a video on that. I like it. I think that's going to do it. I don't think he's going to be able to catch up from that. He's pretty far back. And that's it. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the deck. I think it plays really well. Like I said, that first game, I was kind of surprised I lost, actually. I think he got lucky because he had the round 1 with his arena. Really kind of screwed me up. But I know that is part of the game, so it happens. But, yeah. Overall, I think the deck did really good, so check it out if it looked interesting to you guys. I would recommend trying it out. It plays it's a really fun one to play with, too. A lot of decision-making, a lot of things you got to think about with it. I like the Hippocrates kind of planning if I want to just throw around, set myself up for, a jump on the next round. So a lot of cool decisions you get. So check it out if you're interested. But, all right, guys, thanks for watching. And, again, as always, hit that like button down there and hit that subscribe down the bottom right. Definitely helps the channel. All right, guys, have a good night.